am in the PA program here at Springfield College, and I honestly did not think I wanted to be a PA my whole life. I really wanted to be a teacher. Both my parents are teachers. I would spend my summers, like the end of the summer, I would go in and help set up my parents' classrooms.
Oh, okay.
I always loved it. I used to like stand at the front of my mom's classroom and like play teacher. I would like take the whiteboard markers. I'd be like, okay, like x plus y equals z, like all these different things. And then I would like stand at the like lectern and I would be like, okay, like you like Timmy, like what's the answer or something. Like I would just like play pretend when I was a kid and I was like, oh, I really want to be a teacher. And then like both my parents love them to death. They were like, it's like, oh, I think I want to be like a science or a math teacher. They're like, no. I was like, what? They're like, no. Teaching is a different profession than like what it used to be, and it's a little more like difficult. Like there's a lot more. It's not just like parents working with teachers and like administration working with teachers to benefit the kids. It's a lot of like you kind of have to battle the parents a little bit. There's a lot of administrative like work that makes it harder to just care about the kids and do the job. So I was like, okay, maybe I don't want to deal with all like the bureaucratics of that. And then I don't know. My other half of the family is ironically, so both my grandparents, like both like mom and dad side, were all teachers.
Oh, wow.
And then like their parent, like so it's generational. Like teacher, like I would have been like a third generation teacher in my family. But like my other half of the family is healthcare.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're in cardiology, and my aunt was a nurse anesthetist. My cousins are an occupational therapist. The other one is a PA. And she was telling me about PA and I was like, "Oh, like that sounds like really cool. Like you're basically a doctor without all the school." And I didn't really want to be like a doctor and have all the medical insurance and all that. Like that's kind of scary. Like, oh my God, like that is all on you. But like PA, I was like, wow, like I can make that same difference. Like the biggest thing I wanted was to like be in a job where I could just talk to people like all day. And that's what I kind of can do with PA. Like I get to sit and like talk about their lives and be like, all right, like how's this going for you? How's this? And I can try and be an advocate for my patients and be, okay, like this medication doesn't work, we're going to get you on another one. This one's too expensive, we're going to try this one. Like I don't know, make it easier for people and connect with people every day. Like I definitely want to be a provider that like not emergency medicine, like a provider that you like see every year, like you come in for your appointment and I'm like, "All right, like how are you? Like what's going on in your life? All right. Now down to business. All right. What's your heart rate? Let's you know. I really love it and I get to still do like the science that I loved doing when I was a kid. So
Okay, this is interesting. I want to ask, like, what is your parent is? Like, what is a teacher they are?
so my mom is an 8th grade history teacher.
History?
Yep.
Okay.
And my dad is a PE teacher
Then
for
how you got interested in science and these things?
so in middle school, one of my teachers, Miss Croto, I still remember her. I was like really into reading, just like reading chapter book, like just reading in general. And I was reading the Twilight series and she was like, "Elle, like what's that book? I love that book." And I was like, "Oh my God, you love that book? Like, are you Team Edward or Team Jacob?" And she was like, "Team Edward." And I was like, "Oh my God, me too." Like, and we bonded over that. And then that made me like, "Oh wait, let me like get more into this class." Like, I don't know. It was like that small personal connection I had with her. And I was like, wait, like, and then I really was like getting into everything we were doing. I was like, I really enjoy this. Like, this makes sense to me. And then even just in high school, like, I had really great science teachers that made me very interested in the subject. And I was like, okay, like, I love this. And like, I want to do this for like someone else. I don't know. But then it was like, teaching is not like that anymore. And I was like, okay, so I won't do that.
Tell us a little more about Twilight series. What make you very fascinated about that?
I think I was just kind of like a nerdy kid. And I was like, oh my God, like this girl's like kind of a dorky and she's like falling in love with this like dreamy vampire. And I was like, oh my God, like I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I was just like crushing on this like fake vampire boy and I was like I kind of related to the dorky girl. I was like, okay, like I just like this. And I love reading romance books. I love love, so I don't know. I just like reading stories about it and I think that was probably why I loved Twilight. It's just like a romance novel.
Oh, okay. So you like the Twilight about because it's related to romance. You love reading about love and romance. In your point of view, what is love? What is romance?
I feel like love and romance is like just having a true and genuine care for someone that you like can't have for other people. Like it goes beyond like just like an emotional connection and like understanding each other, but like obviously that like physical attraction too, but like I don't know, I think it's like it's an understanding of each other like soul and like body and stuff. And then I think like it's all about like wanting to do the things for the other person. Like if you love this person like in a romantic fashion, like you want to like hold the door open for them. You want to surprise them with something on their birthday. You like want to give them like a kiss on the cheek. You know, it's like those like sweet little things that you want to do because you love them and like yeah.
Okay, I like it. Uh, okay. Wait, we were in your major. So how is your experience so far studying the PA and yeah, how's your experience so far studying the PA?
It's very interesting. So I was fortunate enough, my high school, Edwin O. Smith High School, was right on Yukon campus. Like it was a part of Yukon campus. So we had a lot of opportunity to take college classes like in high school for free. So I came in with like I think 20-ish
Oh
credits.
wow, almost more than a semester.
It was I think I was half a semester ahead and then all my credits ended up transferring, so like and helping me in some way. So like I didn't take like the PA program is kind of interesting in how they want you to take classes. So like the main science classes are very important. They don't want you to transfer in credits for that, so they won't accept it. But like your science selectives, which you take later, they'll let you transfer in for those. So like I didn't transfer in any credits that were like those main sciences. I transferred in like I just got lucky. Like the classes I took like were classes they would accept.
That's it.
So, like, I took physics in high school from UConn, and like that took care of my science elective. So, like, my class load has been like decreased a lot, like every year, but definitely like freshman year, like, not a lot of credits counted that year because like they like took things off like now. But like then I was like, okay, like, I got a full class load. Like, I'm taking college writing, I'm doing bio, I'm doing chemistry. Those were definitely like overwhelming years. I was like, okay, that, you know what? That first semester gave me false confidence because I came in and it was everything I did in high school, like bio, everything I did in high school, chemistry, everything I did in high school. And I was like, this is easy. I already, yeah, because I already learned it. Like,
Oh,
I
okay.
was like, okay, this is easy. Second semester, first exam, oh, what is this? I don't know what this is. I don't understand this. I'm like, oh, so I actually have to lock in and like study for this. I got like, I think probably like a 60 or something on that first exam coming back second semester. False confidence fully threw me off. And I was like, okay, now it's time to study. I see what the PA program difficulty is all about. I'm like, okay. And then but honestly like I've worked hard, I've studied, I've had to study. Um I do something called studying in my sleep.
Oh, okay.
I've done it since high school. And this is basically where I'll review the content like right before I go to bed and like literally content head on the pillow. And when I wake up, there's like this like point in period when you're like in between dreaming and like waking up. If I'm like thinking and like working through an equation or like I don't know, I took organic chemistry last year, like a molecule in my head, I'm like, okay, I've been studying this in my sleep. Like, okay, my brain was reviewing the material I was thinking about, and then I look over it again in the morning and it makes more sense. So, like, I think I heard about it on like a podcast or a YouTube video when I was a kid, and I was like, wait, that kind of makes sense. And then I like did it, and it works for me. I don't know. Last year definitely was like, I used that a lot. Like, I would make study guides. Like, that was part of the studying too, was like making the study guides for it. And then I would review it right before I went to bed, go to bed, wake up, review it in the morning again. And that like just worked for me. But yeah, I'm a very last minute studier. I do not study in advance. The only thing I will do in advance is like make a study guide or make flashcards in advance. Like you will not catch me studying any of that material until the night or morning of that exam.
Yeah, okay. This is what I was about to ask because well, I know you from the freshman year,
Hmm.
so you are like very chill. Like I know a lot of PA, PTA, they are always like, no, I need to log in, I need to study. I don't know, like you can see the rushness, the pressure every time in them, but like you are always so chill. You are in the pre-camp, a lot of other activities on campus. And so there was a one point I didn't used to believe that you are a PA.
No.
I thought like you were not in that competitive program, uh, but now I realize like I think this is also about the everyone personal how is their way of studying.
Hmm.
So just studying one night, and I think the sleep one is like the that make more sense because so we sleep for the 6 or 8 hour, but during that sleep you are studying. So during daytime you can just do other thing.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so cool. So how do you manage these all the things? One will be the like I think you have different study pattern. What is the other? How do you manage these all the things?
I really try and stay on top of my things. I try to make note, like I have a to-do list for my week usually, and I write everything that I see that comes up in my to-do list, and I have like an emoji for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then one for the weekend. And I'll like sit down, I'll be like, okay, this I'm gonna do today, this I'm gonna do Thursday, this I'm gonna do, and I just plan it out. And I don't know, I think I plan out that I'll need time for myself, I'll need time for my friends, I'll need time to do work, and I'll need time to do my activities. So it's just like I don't know. I don't even think it's like that organized. Like it's literally just a like, okay, this has to get done this day. You're gonna make it happen. Like usually it ends up I'll be up late like doing that work and then I just hang out with my friends during the day or do my activities during the day. That's usually what it ends up being. But I try and stay organized. I try and stay on top of it.
Hmm, that's interesting. That is impressive.
Thank you.
That is impressive. Uh, do you know like in college, making friend in the college can be tough for a lot of people, and a lot of people struggle with that. How is it for you? Is it hard, easy? How's your journey about making the friends?
I feel like it was definitely like it was not an easy road. Like I made good like connection. I made good friends at pre-camp. But then like I don't know, there was just like some drama that I went through. Like I think in high school I went through some drama making friends, like and it could be difficult. But then when I just like met people that were just chill and genuine, like and that were more like my speed, my vibe, like I was just like, wow, like really settled and grounded in that. And then coming here, I definitely like had my fair share of like drama. You go like everyone has that like canon experience of like a big freshman friend group and then you like break up and you're like, all right, like that sucks. Like who am I going to be friends with now? So, I think after I really like after going through that canon experience of like, well, now this friend group is over. Like who am I going to I think like just reaching out to people around me that I had like a small foundation with already, and a lot of that was from pre camp. Joining different activities, like when I was in monologues, like I was just able to meet like other genuine people that like cared about the same thing, same interests. So I think the more involved I got on campus, like, and also just the more like open I was to talking to different people, like that just made it like 25 times easier. I think like coming in like my one mistake was like sticking to like a few people and then I was like, "Oh, like this is kind of toxic. Like I don't like this." And then broadening to more genuine people and just more chill people. Like if you put out a chill, genuine vibe, like you'll get it back, you know? You just got to like wait for it to rebound back at you. So like when it rebounded back at me, like it rebounded hard. Like I have these awesome connections with people now. Like those connections feel very easy and like yeah.
Okay, so first I will ask this: what is cool, genuine vibe?
Cool, Jenny. I don't know. I think like I love that at Springfield, like everyone says hi to each other. I think having a smile on your face and I don't know, being like, oh, how was your day? Like talking, taking that time to just like be with people and like get to know them a little bit more and ask them about themselves. And I think like that's a cool chill vibe is like just being nice and like being chill, like yourself, just like taking a breath and like going around, going through life, you know? I don't know.
No, I like it. uh, Wait, so like, who to whom you can be a friend? Like, what are the some cool vibes that you match? What are the cool vibes that you match in the people? Then you can be like, oh, this is like my types of people. I can be a friend with them.
I I think if I'm happy to be friends with anyone that's just friendly. I think like just being friendly is like the first thing that's like, oh, like that's a cool person right there. Um, 'Cause I don't know, it like doesn't take anything to be kind to people. So like I feel like if you're just like friendly to other people, like definitely we could be friends. And then like I don't know, like I definitely like to be goofy and silly. I definitely have stupid, sarcastic jokes that I do with my friends, and like I think I am a very sarcastic person, so like I definitely, when someone's sarcastic, I'm like, I get you, like we'll be sarcastic together. Or if someone is like goofy or quirky or whatever, like I mean, I'm sure you've seen like Carter or Serena on campus, and like me and Serena will do like funny faces at each other, or Carter will like Carter. If y'all don't know who Carter White is, he is a huge like man with a beard who has a very deep voice, and he does a funny little voice called Cake Pop voice, where he talks like this, and he gets very high when he talks in his voices.
Oh, okay.
So like that kind of stuff. Like I'm like, okay, like if you can be silly and goofy and like who cares, you know? I think like that's just fun. Like I think people that are just like themselves and like just want to have fun, like who cares about like if other people have an like opinion about like being silly or goofy? Like it does not
Yeah.
matter. It's just like life is supposed to be fun, and like people that are silly and goofy make me laugh, and that makes me have fun. So I'm like, yeah, like those are people with like a cool little
Yeah, I like
vibe.
it. I like it. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that. Just now you mimic the Carter, and I have heard that you can speak with different accent. How many can you actually do? Can you please do some of the accent that you can do?
Yes. I do accents because I'm a director this year for the Vagina Monologues, and last year I was in a workshop that was like all about accents. So my character talked in a southern accent, and she was just, your sweet ass pie, honey. I'm talking about all my layers and all this like science, like you never, I don't know, like I'm thinking about like my vagina monologue, so it was called workshop. So we were talking about our vaginas, So it was, oh, my vagina has layers and layers, and it's pink, like things like that. So that was Southern, and then this year, as a director, I'm like working with the different accents, so I'm like trying to master them, so that like I can help the people I'm supposed to be like helping in the
Yeah.
monologues. So the other one is British. She's very like this accent is very proper. She's just having a cup of tea, some crumpets. It's very proper. I think of Hogwarts. Harry Potter. And then another one is New York. Park your car down the corner, and I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Get your coffee and walk. Get out of my face. So that's New York. And then I think I'm working on Aussie. Like this is the one I'm working on. Like I do not have this one down yet. And this one is very like I'm out in the wild. I'm terrified. I have a wild beast chasing after me. I'm I'm ready to be on the run. I've got a crocodile coming down the barbie, like right at me. So like that one I'm working on. But it's getting there. It's getting there. And then I don't know. I can kind of do a Russian accent. Like
Let's try.
I'll try. Ugh, yuck, milk, vodka, like very me. Ugh, it went right into New York. Like I'm learning how to do Russian as well. But that one's very work in progress. But yeah, I mean, I have fun. Southern's definitely my strongest, but yeah.
You were you were like multi-talented. I didn't know about this. You
Thank
do a
you.
lot of things, and you are very good in like. I think the accent was perfect. I like
Oh,
it. Yeah.
thank you.
Oh wow. Okay, I will again go back to our friendship. In the very beginning, you said that like drama in making friendship, basically in the freshman year. What is that drama?
Like I don't know. I thought that these people like were genuine, and like I thought that they were nice, but then like there were just like little things that like just made me feel like I don't know, it would be like they would be like laughing at something between their phones, and I'm like, oh, it's like what's funny? Like, I want to laugh too, and they'd be like, oh, like mind your own business. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, like my bad. Like, I just wanted to laugh too. But so like things like that, I was like, oh, like I don't like that. Like, why can't we all just be hanging out together? Or like even another time, it wasn't even directed at me. Like they were just being mean towards another girl, and I was like, that's not like cool.
Yeah.
Why are we like are we in high school? Like this is college. Like we're supposed to be mature. Like I don't know. I don't think like being just blatantly mean is like I don't know. It was just kind of how that was. It was just they were kind of blatantly mean, and I was like, I don't enjoy this. So I stopped being friends, and I was not gonna lie, like it was a little hard after that. Like I felt like I was in my room alone a few times, like, and I was like, oh, like this sucks. But then I put myself back out there again, and I was like, all right, like you're not living in your dorm room, like you're not doing this. So put myself out there. I got closer. Donovan Carmichael definitely like came in and like helped me like get back on my feet a little bit too, and like Juju, like my pre-camp family, like that I kind of like dug into. But then like other friends and other activities on campus like got me out there. I remember me and Carter will say this, like I remember meeting him at pre-camp. We were not friends at pre-camp. I remember like he was a I don't even know how we became friends. Like I just remember hanging out with him one day and I was like, "Oh, like you're fun." And then like I got really close with him and like his other friends. Like I think I just hadn't found my people yet. And then like put myself back out there and I did. Like yeah.
Okay, so you say that like there was a time when you said that, oh, we are not a high school. So I have not heard this a lot in women, but this is more in man. Like a lot of time people say that be a man, not a boy. Is there anything in the girls like be a woman, not a girls?
Like kind of I don't think it's much of a stigma for like girls to like grow up because like honestly I think society is very much like keep women young whereas like men it's like grow up. And I think like that's like the societal like perspective is like they want women to stay young and they want men like to get older, you know, like you'll see things like on about celebrities like oh this man aged like fine wine, this woman aged like cheese. Like you know it's like oh like awesome, like aging is different for different genders, or like viewed differently for different genders. But I think the real distinguishing is like oh like if you're catty or like you're petty or you're mean, like it's a very like girlish, like immature trait. Whereas like if you're more just like open or friendly or is more like mature. But then sometimes I feel like even that is viewed as immature because it's like you're naive. I think everything is a double-edged sword. But I don't think there's as much of a stigma as there is for like men because like I feel like men is like be a man, don't cry, like da 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 da. Like I don't know. I don't know if there's as much of a stigma like that for women.
Oh, okay. What is your message? I think you explained the friendship in a very good way. Like, so what is your message for the freshman student? Because in the freshman, people struggle a lot to make the friend because you have been to the journey pre-camp, you had friend, there was a time, you know, friend. Again, now you are much popular in the college. You have a lot of friends. So,
Cute.
what is your message for the student who are in freshman struggling to make the friends?
I think it's like you can't like give up on yourself. Like I think I was kind of struggling and I was like, well, like dang, like these people don't like me. Like are other people going to like me? And it's like, yes, other people are going to like you. So I feel like that freshman that's like struggling to make friends, like other people will like you. They are going to like talk to you. You just haven't found that group yet. Like let yourself be silly. Let yourself make the jokes that you think are funny. Put yourself out there and say hi. How are you doing to other people? Like if you have time, sit down and like chat if they want that. Like I think just take advantage of opportunities to put yourself out there. Go to Minds in Motion, go to cab events, go to NSO, go to free camp. Like there are a lot of opportunities on campus to like meet new people and it's like you just have to sign up. So I think the biggest thing is like don't give up on yourself. Like whatever you think is wrong, like is probably not wrong. And it's just like you haven't met people that are your vibe yet. So they will come around. Keep putting out your vibe and it will come back to you.
Wow, I like it. Wait, now I see how depth you are. I can see the depthness in your thought. Wait, I like it. I think I can record a podcast whole day with you. But I know the time constraints. But I want to ask, like, wait, Il, I think even though for me, I was your RA in the freshman year, but I feel like I was wrong in so many things. We will talk about that.
Hmm.
But okay, so let me ask this: what is the difference that you have seen in you the freshman year L versus the junior year, almost at the end of junior year L?
I think freshman year L was definitely like still a little insecure. Like, I think I definitely, like I mentioned it earlier, like high school wasn't the easiest. Like, my best friends, like, kind of like backstabbed me, which really sucked. So I think like I was just ill trusting and I was like, oh, like, I don't know if people will like me for like me. And I think that was like kind of my concern. I just wanted to like fit in. And then I feel like me now is I'm just more like myself. Like, I just feel like I know what like a loving like friendship I feels like. I know how to give love. I know how to receive love. Like, I think I've matured in those ways and I think I can really like tell the difference between like fakeness and like genuineness. And I just, I don't like fakeness and I think I've just tried my best to be genuine. Like, if I, and genuineness is not like kindness all the time, sometimes it's like, hey, like this upset me, or like, I'm not doing great right now. Like, those kind of things, and like communicating that to the people that like need to be communicated to. Like, I think I know when to do that now and like how to communicate that. And I think that's like a big difference. Like, it's just like I've matured and like learned about myself and like learned how to be genuine where I am at with like the people I care about and even like just people I'm just getting to know?
Wow, I like it. Okay, so we are at the end of the podcast. What is the message you would like to give to the college student? Let's go to the very now. The college student who are navigating the process of finding the friendship, who are feeling alone or trying to be trying what who are feeling a little bit isolated or who are a little bit like so low self-esteem or low confidence because this is what happened mostly in the freshman sophomore year. What is your message for what is the message would you like to give based on your experience?
Um, I think like you came to Springfield College for a reason, and this community is generally a community that just like loves people. Like, people love people here, and I think you came here for a reason, and this college has great morals. Like, you have those morals and you have those ideas. Like, that's why you came here. So, like, embrace it. And, like, I don't know. Like, there are things that you have to just love about yourself inherently. And, like, your heart and your mind and your thoughts, like, are some of those things. And, like, I think people just need to embrace it and, like, love that about themselves and put it out there and share it with people. Because I feel like a lot of people here would love to, like, accept them and give them love back when they give it out?
Yeah. Wow, amazing. El, thank you. Thank you very much for coming to the podcast.
Thank
It was
you.
pleasure having you. I think this podcast is very meaningful for me
Yeah.
because I see I when you were saying I put myself as a character as a freshman year to almost senior year, there are a lot of places where I relate myself. I see the whatever you were saying about the friendship and these all the things how my friend has gone through how was my friendship with the people in the past. I think it was very relatable. This podcast is great for all the college students. I think all the college students should go through this podcast. This will give a very good idea, like a kind of simulation. Like even in your freshman year, you can see yourself in the junior senior year. So I think this is great podcast. This was great. I like the. I think you have very depthness in the conversation. You are very genuine. I think that is what this it make this podcast great. So thank you very much for this all the word wisdom, your experience, your knowledge, your empathy, sympathy. I don't know. There are so many things to talk about you. Thank you very much for everything. It was great having you on the podcast. Uh, I would just say thank you very much.
Thank you, Mirage. This was awesome. Like, I loved having these conversations with you, and these questions were so good. Like, I don't know. This was an awesome conversation. I really enjoyed this. Thank you.
Thank you.